Jill recently went on a week-long vacation to a tropical paradise. Sit back and relax while Jill explains her worldly travels to you. Jill Jensen, sipping the Piña Coladas. Sipping the Piña Coladas, Jill.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Right now, I've asked my assistant, Steve, to pass out a little treat to all of you. Once you have your treat, please just wait a moment before, and I'll give you some instructions, okay? First, I'd like all of you to imagine in your mind sitting on a beach. A warm, 80-degree, sunny beach. You're under the umbrella, you're sitting on a lounge chair, and you're looking out at the blue Pacific Ocean. And in your hand, you're sipping on a Piña Colada. So once you get your pineapple, I would like you to go ahead and eat it, because this would be the wedge that you're pulling off your Piña Colada glass that they put as garnishment on your glass. And imagine yourself in this situation. First, I'd like to tell all of you exactly where I was. 3 weeks ago today, I was doing just that, what I just explained to you, in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. I went there for vacation. Puerto Vallarta, as you may know, is on the west coast of the part of the Mexican Riviera. It's considered the Mexican Riviera. And I stayed at a place called the Maribal Residence, which I highly recommend if any of you go there to stay at the Maribal Residence. Very relaxing, very low key. It's actually not on the beach, it's just off the beach. So you don't have oceanfront. However, they have a sister property. And the sister property is called Maribal Resort and Suites. And this is a great resort too. Both of these resorts are all-inclusive. And if you stay at the Maribal Residence, you also have full access to all the restaurants, drinks, activities, everything at the Maribal Resort and Suites. So you get the best of both worlds. When you get there and arrive, they actually put a wristband on you, but these were handmade wristbands that you could take off and put on at night. They weren't the ones like plastic ones that you put on. So this is some of the views. This is the beach I was staying at when I was there. It's just think of your typical tropical paradise as where I was. Next, I'd like to talk about who I went with. So I was in Puerto Vallarta, and I was with my husband, Fred, my son, Noah, who's 11, myself. This is us right in front of the resort at the Maribal Residence. We actually went because my father had invited us. He was going on a golf tour with his girlfriend, and he asked my sister to go. She said no. So he asked us if we wanted to go, and of course, I couldn't turn it down. Yes, I would love to. But here's the catch. Right after I said I wanted to go, my sister called my dad and said, I want to go too now. Oh. So let me show you the next picture. The next picture is my husband Fred and myself, my sister Megan, who came from Las Vegas with her fiance Rob right across, my dad Donald, and his girlfriend Candy. And this is when we went into town into Puerto Vallarta and did some sightseeing away from the resorts. And it was a lot of fun. Here you can see actually I have a strawberry margarita there. One thing we did a lot of was eating and drinking. It was one of those places where that just seemed like that's all we did, we're eating in restaurants and drinking on the beach. Now the third part of my speech is a reunion, which kind of throws things off a little bit. Let me explain. My ex-husband, Raul, lives in Aguascalientes, Mexico. And if you here. It's right here in central Mexico, Aguas Calientes. And I had called him, he moved back there. He lived here for 25 years and he moved back there to his hometown. And I called him and said, we're coming to Puerto Vallarta. Could you possibly come from Aguas Calientes to Puerto Vallarta and spend some time with your son? And he said yes. So this picture is my son Noah with his father Raul, who came by a bus. And he also came with his fiance, her son, and then here's a picture of all of them together. And this was the first time that we had met them and seen them. And he's been gone about 2 years. So we had a nice reunion. And finally, while I was there, I celebrated my 41st birthday. And on that night, that was the last night that my ex-husband was there. And we all just got together, went to dinner. This is all of us in one picture. And just really enjoyed our time there. So I hope all of you enjoyed your pineapple. I know it wasn't exactly a piña colada, but I hope it gave you the flavor of Mexico.